Sinclair here, and I'm going to teach you a little bit of BSL, which stands for British Sign Language. Now, I'm very fluent in it, and it is my first language because my parents are deaf, so I learnt how to sign before I could talk. So I'm going to teach you the basics, do the alphabet, and maybe some common phrases that you might need to learn if you are out and about and if you want to communicate with a deaf person. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the alphabet first, and the first step you need is your hand, because these fingers are the vowels. So we've got A here, E, I, O, U. So go through that again. A, E, I, O, U. Okay, you can pause this video at any time if I'm going too fast. So for A, we stick our thumb out like this and point to it. So we've got A here, A. And B, you cup your fingers together and push them together, a bit like binoculars. So we're going to go for B. And then C, you can do either one or two ways. So you can do it like this, or you can do it like this. But either way, it still makes a C, like that, okay? So whatever one feels comfortable for you. Now D, you need to stick your index finger up like this, and then your other one to make a C to go across, so it looks like a capital D. E, remember our vowels, so we've got A, E, so I'm going to point to E, but when we sign it, we just have our one finger out, so E. F is two fingers, and they're on top like that, F. And G, you've got two fists, and you're on top like that. And then H, you got your two hands and you're going to brush. So H. So we go from A to H. So we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, let's go for the next section. So I is, if you remember our fingers, we've got I, so it's the middle one, I. And then J, so you've got your palm out like this, and you're going to make a J, drawing it on your hand. So you're going to go J, like that, J. And then K is a little bit tricky. So, like D, you get your index finger out, and you'll curl your finger and make it look like a K, like that. So it looks a bit like a capital K. And then L, your palm is out, and you kind of just have your one finger out. You can have your thumb out if you want to, whatever feels comfortable. So that's L. And then M, three fingers on your palm, so M. And then N is two fingers, so N. So I'm going to go from I. So we've got I, J, K, L, M, N. Right? So O is the next one, which if we remember our fingers, it is this one here. So O. So just point to it like that. And P, you've got your index finger out and you're going to make a little circle, a bit like an OK sign, but put them together. Then Q, you're doing an OK sign again, and you're just kind of sticking your finger just outwards, so it's just resting, so Q. R is you have your palm out and you make the R like that. And then S is your two pinkies and you're linking them together. We're not doing this, we're hanging it below, a bit like a monkey's arm on a branch, so like hanging it low. Okay, so I'm going to go from O. So we go O, P, Q, R, S. Okay, now the next one is T. So our palm flat facing us, and then we have an index finger doing this. You might see some people doing like T or T, but the BSL way is T, like that. But if you've forgotten this, that is fine, and that is fine, because they're going to understand that. So T. And then U is just pointing at your pinky finger, U. V. So your fingers like that, and you place them on your palm. So don't get confused, because this is N and then this is V, so you've got to spread them apart so it looks like the V. So V. And then we've got W, which is just placing your hands together, W. And then X, which is pretty straightforward, you just cross your fingers, X. Now Y is where it gets really tricky. So you've got to have your palm out like that, so you're spreading your thumb away from your finger, so it's like that. And then you're kind of resting your finger there, so Y. So, but when you're facing a deaf person, you can do it facing you and they will understand. So it's like Y instead of going Y all the time. So Y. And then Z, so you have your palm flat and the other one going like this. So it looks a bit similar to T, but we're just doing it that way. Okay, so we're going to go from T to Z. So we've got T, U, V, one way, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I'm going to run through the whole alphabet. Now, as I said, pause at any time if you're getting a bit confused or if I'm going a bit too fast. So, are we ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, remember to spread them apart, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so I'm going to teach you some of the greetings that you might need to use if you're out and about and you see a deaf person. Maybe if they're struggling to communicate with someone and someone doesn't understand them, you can show them these phrases and that'll make them feel a little bit more comfortable that someone else understands them. Okay, so first off we've got hello and goodbye, which is the same, so it's just waving, hello, goodbye. But when you say it, when you sign it, you've got to say it as well because they correlate the sign with your lips. So when you go hello and then goodbye. So you can see that my lips change when I say hello and goodbye. So just make sure you know what one you're doing first. Okay, so we've got hello and goodbye. We've got good morning. So we're going to stick our thumb out, good. And then we're going to go across first, morning. So good morning. It's not morning, we start across, so we go morning, good morning. And then good afternoon is good afternoon, good afternoon. And then good evening or good night. So we've got good evening or good night. And it's the same thing. And then we're going to do, let's do how are you? So you kind of have your hands on your upper chest and you kind of bring them in to make thumbs up. So how are you? How are you? How are you? Okay? And then we're going to do please and thank you because it's always good to be polite. So please and thank you is the same sign, a bit like hello and goodbye, but you need to make sure that your lips match what your sign is. Okay, so everyone's going to say please. See my lips change, please. And then thank you. Make sure you stick your tongue out, thank you. And then they know that that one definitely means thank you. So we've got please and thank you. And then sorry as well, because you might bump into someone, you might need to say sorry to them. And you have your hand in a fist and then you're just going sorry, like that. Okay, sorry. So we've got mum, you just tap your head, mum. And then dad. And then you've got brother, so your two hands together, again brother. And then sister is, you do like what you would do for an R, so you do that, and you just rub it against your nose, sister. So brother and sister. Okay, I think that is all for now, but thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon.